Hi everyone, welcome to the Craft Station. I'm so glad you're here with me. This week we're going to be using our imaginations to create some awesome crafts and learn more about God. My name is Olivia and I'll be leading you through the first 2 days. Then I'll turn things over to my friends Ani and Clara, who you'll meet on day 3. We've had so much fun preparing everything for you. Are you guys ready to get started? Great! For our first craft this week, we're going to be making salt paintings. You're going to want to get the materials for day 1 from your Summer Blast box, which includes a piece of black construction paper, the salt painting printable, salt, and some watercolor paints. Your Summer Blast box also has a bottle of white glue, which you're going to need as well. Because we're using paints today, you will also want to grab a cup of water and maybe some paper towels. I have to warn you guys, this craft can get a little messy with the salt and glue, so you also might want to grab some scrap paper to put underneath the construction paper as well. Alright, let's get started. You're going to take the glue and you're going to draw with it on the black construction paper. Try to make a continual stream of glue instead of just making dots. You can also take the salt painting printable, which has a really cool cross design, and trace the lines with the glue. As you can see from my example, I drew a cross, but you can draw anything you like. Now that you've got the glue down, you're going to take the salt, which I recommend pouring into a bowl or plate, and with a spoon, sprinkle it over the glue. We want all the glue to be covered in a thick layer of salt. If you've poured all the salt on the paper, you can carefully pour it onto the scrap paper, and then tip it back into the bowl to reuse it. Alright, here comes the fun part. You're going to take the watercolor paint and gently paint over the glue and salt so that the wet glue is not disturbed. The salt is absorbent, so the paint spreads quickly on its own. Isn't that cool? Once you've finished, place your salt painting somewhere safe until the glue is dry. And in the meantime, let's start our second craft of the day. Our second activity of the day is paper helicopters. You're going to need the paper helicopter printable and a paper clip from your day 1 materials. And from your house, you're also going to want to grab a pair of scissors and some markers or colored pencils. You're first going to color and decorate both sides of the paper. And after that, cut along the outside, and you should end up with a rectangle. Once finished, you're going to take the scissors again and cut the solid lines only. We're now going to fold the paper along the dotted lines. Fold panel D along the dotted line towards the center, and then fold panel C along the dotted line on top of panel D. Then fold the bottom of panel C along the dotted line, and secure the fold in place with your paper clip. Panels A and B are the blades of the helicopter. Hold them along the dotted lines so that one bends forward and the other bends backward. Now it's time to use them. I like to throw mine up in the air gently, so that it has some more distance to spin towards the ground. But with some help or supervision, you can also stand on a chair and drop it. Have fun watching it spin towards the ground. I hope you all enjoyed both of these activities today. Did any of you notice how they relate to the bottom line? If you don't remember, today's bottom line is, I can have confidence because I am known. Sometimes life feels out of control, and we feel afraid or lost. In our first craft today, we used the salt and glue as a guide to show the paint where to go. And in our second craft, the helicopter was guided by the different folds and cuts we made, because it gave the helicopter the structure it needed to spin through the air. God is a lot like this. He is there to guide us because He knows and loves us so much. You know, these 2 activities remind me of this past fall when I started college. I was in a new city and a new state, and I didn't know anyone. I was really nervous because no one knew me, but I soon realized that I wasn't alone because God knows me. Even though He couldn't magically make new friends appear in front of me, knowing I wasn't alone gave me confidence to reach out to new classmates and churches, which led me to join a Christian fellowship group at my college. So as you look at your salt paintings and play with your paper helicopters, I hope you can remember today's bottom line. Shall we say it again? I can have confidence because I am known. See you guys tomorrow!